Well, here at 5 News, we've devoted a lot of time to the emotive subject of assisted dying. Last autumn, a bill was passed in England and Wales which paved the way for it to be potentially available under strict conditions. However, the bill has now been delayed due to extra safeguards being added as it goes through Parliament. That means assisted dying may now take several years to become a reality. That hold-up is something that campaigners like Adam Gabsi, who lives with the condition multiple sclerosis, thinks is a positive step. Here is what he had to say about that delay.
I'm grateful for the extension of time because it allows us more time to write to our MPs. It was a very close vote. So it allows us time to convince MPs to vote the other way. What's worrying is that the whole concept is kind of devaluing a disabled person's life. So if you're like me, with the right support in place, I've been able to become chair of Inclusion London. I've been able to speak for disabled people. I'm lucky to have this confidence, and that's only because I have the right support in place. We all have good and bad days, right? So I have had bad days, yeah? We all do. I think that's natural. And I think we need a government that doesn't push us towards dying, yeah? I empathise with people that are in pain at the end of life. However, I don't think it should be a push. I just watched my father die from pancreatic cancer. I watched him lose weight. I watched him have very, very bad days. Yeah, where he said, oh, he was in pain. He said, I don't really want to do this. Yeah. However, the love he had for me, the love he had for my mother, yeah, kept him going to the very last day. And I would say to these people, you know, I love you and I wish you all the love in the world, yeah? I wish a stronger support system for you. Yeah, what I'm advocating for here is a better care system. Yeah, so less people feel they want to end their own life.
Well, on the other side of the debate are campaigners like Dame Esther Anson's daughter, Rebecca Wilcox, and she joins us now. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us. I guess it's now looking like 2029 possibly, isn't it, in England and Wales? If it happens at all, I mean, how do you feel about this delay?
Well, the delay is obviously massively disappointing. This fight, this debate, this bill has been going on for decades. So, you know, another couple of years, here we go again. It feels quite familiar. The bill was never going to be something that would help me or my family. Our situation is too far down the road for it to come in with any sort of expediency. But I think delays like this are usually an indicator of people thinking about things, thinking things through. We've already got the most safeguards that any bill of this kind has in the entire world. It makes it the safest assisted dying bill that has come through. So I heard Adam's issues with the assisted dying campaign, particularly from a disability rights campaigner. It's always disappointing to hear that side of things because we have heard from so many disability rights campaigners who are on our side, who actually believe that assisted dying can live alongside disability rights and that the two actually are not as connected as people seem to think, that there is no push for people to die. It is actually just a choice. Nobody should be pushed, coerced. That's why it's the safest bill that there is. And it's absolutely a choice. And one so many thousands of people are not going to have now that it's delayed. And one of those people is the person I care about most in the world, and that's my mum.
And of course, I mean, Keir Starmer could call an election at any point, but say 2028, it does mean that, you know, you could have a different government in and this doesn't happen at all.
Well, what I would say about that is that the bill, as it has been put forward, had such a cross-party support. I mean, Adam did say that it was quite a close vote. I disagree with that. I think there were more than 50 people in favour of our side of it. And I do think that Kimi Badenoch will hopefully feel the same way about it, and the Tories, that Labour do. So Keir has been a fantastic advocate for it in the past. He's been very good at staying neutral but supportive of the bill. And Kim Leadbeater, our MP, who has pushed this forward, she's an angel that walks amongst us, and she's really listened to every side of it. She is now an expert to the nth degree and really could persuade anybody. I'm so sorry. That's my mother saying I'm on television.
Just tell us a bit, how is your mum doing at the moment? I heard, the medication she's on, it's an improvement, isn't it?
Right. Well, I hate to contradict you with bad news because obviously I really wish that was true, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
And I mean, you say she's watching us tonight, so our thoughts are with her. But I guess it's difficult hearing this news, of this delay. Then I guess in the last few days.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just been completely thrown. I just wish that people understood that all the assisted dying bill is choice for people that want it. That in the countries that have it, in the 35 countries that have it, 2/3 of people who fill the prescription for it actually don't use it, and all it is giving you a peace of mind at the end. And that peace of mind, I cannot tell you how powerful that would be right now for my mum. And I'm a witness to the trauma of uncertainty, to the trauma of stress surrounding what is going to happen. The fact that she doesn't know how her death is going to happen. She doesn't know how the pain is going to progress, how the exhaustion, how the fatigue, what symptoms are going to come in. She is this person who has fought her whole life for other people, and she has no control now, no control. This horrible disease, and there is no other way to describe cancer than an absolute pain in everybody's backside. But this horrible disease has complete control over her life, over her choices. Why can't we wrest some of that control back? Why can't we give people like my mum with a terminal diagnosis, with no other choice, some choice as to when and how and where they die? I mean, frankly, Dignitas is out the window for us as well. And that you have to be relatively healthy to do that. If she had gone, she would have gone months before she would actually die here. I've heard also, if I may, people saying a reason against assisted dying is when mum was diagnosed with cancer, we thought she had weeks to live. And in fact, she has outlived that prognosis by nearly 2 years, which is fantastic. But it is not what some people are saying, which is anti-assisted dying, because it's not that, oh, I get a terminal diagnosis, I'm instantly going to go and die. It's, I've got a terminal diagnosis, plan forward, plan forward. What's going to happen next? She would never have just gone and taken an overdose as soon as she got a diagnosis. That's not how it works. What it does is it takes away those last few days of pain.
Rebecca, thank you so much for that. Our thoughts are with you, and best wishes to Dame Esther as well. We're chuffed to hear she's watching us tonight. Best wishes to the both of you. Let's talk again soon.